Hello. I am making this video especially for you, my friend, who don't know what to do with a sweet plantain. So generally they are green and hard, and then that's when they're like kind of like green bananas or plátanos verdes, green plantains, and then they start becoming a little bit rich, darker yellow. And when they are like this, they are still really good. This one you could see still have a little bit of time to be ripened. But when they started getting like this, with these colors, they are absolutely perfect to work with. So they are hard and you can peel them and cut them open and stuff them up. You can cut them in long pieces or long or oval pieces or just round pieces. You can fry them. You can make pastelón, which is like a sweet plantain lasagna. You can boil it and make piñón, which is kind of the same thing but boil. The piñón is not my favorite. I only like the pastelón. Once you cut them and fry them, you can let them cool and you can put it on a Ziploc bag. So as you can see here, I have mine in a Ziploc bag, and they are kind of like, they're soft to work with. You see, even though that they're frozen, they're very soft to work with. And I like to cut them in these pieces, like round pieces. It is easier for my son to eat them, as he has sometimes a little bit of sensory issues with texture. And you can see it's just easy. The only thing that I just want to mention is that don't cut them too small like this, because definitely you see, you want to cut them, give it a good chunk pieces, and do not let them become darker, because otherwise they're going to be way too soft to work with, and then you're going to have even more problems. So I'm going to show you in a second how to cut them. And I have to get my phone and put it in something so I can show this part. So you want to start by cutting this. You don't have to cut it too deep, just this tip. The same thing you do. You want to make a cut in here, not too deep. You see, very, 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 very soft. Very soft. Just enough that when you put your finger, you do this. And once you do that, it just peeled off by itself, and it's going to make it easier for you to work with. And like I stated, like I just mentioned, and I'm going to mention this again, some people like it very ripe, where they are very dark. They become like really dark like this. I love those when I'm going to fry them like right away. And I'm going to eat them on the same day. However, if I am not going to be doing that, I don't like them to turn that dark, period. So there's two ways that in Puerto Rico we cut them. You can cut them round, just like that, right? Or you can cut them long, like, like this, right? Or you just can cut them like that as well, but then them short. You see? For the pastelón, I like to cut mine long. Not everybody has the same skills of cutting. I'm sorry. Hopefully you can see. Not everybody has the same skills of cutting the amarillo. That it looks like this long. For example, this is very thick right now. You don't want it to be this thick. I'm sorry, my dogs decided that they want to be barking right now. Shh. Hey! But this is usually a little bit longer than this. Is is what I use. Basically, the long of this is what I use to make my pastelon. Other people just like to cut them like this small, and they just fry them and just put them in top, and that's what they do. They use it that way. Um, for storage purpose, you can cut them however you want. If you have ziplocs, you can do the ziplocs. If you have a silicone flexible container, you can put them there as well. So I hope that this video is easy for you. There's so many things that you can do with this, and my favorite thing is to fry them, and I eat them with ketchup. So in Puerto Rico, um, we in the past, I'm vegan now, so I don't eat egg. But in the past, in Puerto Rico, when I was growing, we will eat this fried sweet plantain with eggs in the morning, and it could have been like a sausage or a hot dog, for example, or we would just eat it in the morning with eggs, rice, and the sweet plantain. So something very similar to recalentado, which is something that the Colombian people eat for breakfast with their scrambled egg. So we used to do the same thing over easy or scrambled white rice and then the sweet plantain. So I hope that this is something that you find interesting, that is helpful. And thank you so much. Bye.